Hello, I'm Coin Ring Maker, and today I'm going to be making a coin ring out of this silver quarter. It's North Dakota silver quarter. This is the first one of these I've done, so I'm pretty excited about it. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more coin ring videos or anything like that, go ahead and subscribe. I make content pretty much every day. I also have a pretty active TikTok. If you want to check me out on there at coinringmaker.com. And if you want to order yourself one of these, just go to the website and click on the Etsy button. I've got a lot of different options on there. So let's get into it. The first step we're going to need to do is punch a hole in the center of this coin. And to do that, I use this. This is my recommended center punch for quarters. It punches exactly a half-inch hole in your quarter, and the quarters fit in there perfectly. You don't have to worry about any weird guides or anything like that. It's perfect if you're just going to run through a bunch of quarters, which I do. And you can find this tool on my recommended tool list on my website. Just go to coinringmaker.com and there'll be a button that says recommended tool list, and you can find all the tools I use there. So here is our quarter, and it probably hasn't been out of its little cardboard in a long time. So we're just going to pop it into here, and I'm going to take this down to the floor, or maybe I'll use the press today. Yeah, we'll use the press to punch a hole in this. So we'll go over to the press and punch a hole in it. So this right here is my 12-ton press. I use it for punching holes, usually in much larger coins than quarters. It's a strong way, and I have a video of me putting this together on YouTube right now if you want to see that, just to get kind of a feel of it. But we're going to go ahead and set this camera down, get it lined up so you can see what's up. Just get to popping a hole in this sucker. So what I've done here is I've found the smallest like triangle shapes on these pads, and then separated them enough for where this half-inch punch can easily go through, but the rest of this tool won't fall through it. So we'll just start pumping away at it. When I get relatively close, I make sure I've got everything nice and lined up. Get a nice bang, and I keep pushing until that centerpiece falls out of the bottom. There we go. Very nice. Now I'll just take this over to my 1-ton press and push that punch out. Alright, so we're back over here at the 1-ton arbor press. I guess we haven't been over here yet, but I use this tool a lot. And what we're going to do is just take a smaller punch and put it on the bottom here and just push out that half-inch punch. Nice and easy. Now, with regular quarters, I can usually just tap this out of here like that. But these silver quarters have just a little bit more to them. So what I'll do is I'll turn that upside down. I'll take that half-inch punch and I'll push that quarter out of there with the punch. Real nice and slow. I don't want to mess anything up. See, now we've got it just on the edge where it's actually lipping out. So we're going to remove this. punch. Nice and easy. And then we're gonna take, see there's two different sides on this. There's the cutting edge and then there's the other side. We're gonna take this side and push this quarter the rest of the way out of here. Nice and easy, just a little at a time. Just work it out. Should just be able to snatch it out of there. There we go. All right, so there is our punch center in our coin, and now we need to deburr the inside cut edge. So I like to do my deburring of at least silver coins over something to catch the silver. And I use this Moonbite tin. I'll probably get something bigger sooner or later. This is my deburring tool. You can pick these up at hardware stores for pretty cheap, probably about $7. And what I'm going to be doing is taking this cutting edge here, and I'm going to be moving it along the inside of the coin where I cut it. It's quite sharp along this cut edge here, right there. So we're going to be smoothing that out. And I apologize, this is probably the hardest thing to film so that you can see what I'm doing, because my hands just get totally in the way and I have to pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't mess it up. But we've got this side nice and smooth now. And now we're just going to do the other side real quick. And you can just feel along the inside here while you're doing this to make sure that you got all the edges nice and smooth. And I think I do, which means we can move on to folding. Oh, here we are back at the 1-ton press, and I've got a curbing block here, and I'm just gonna put the quarter into the one that it just fits in the best, which is gonna be this one right here. But since we want North Dakota on the outside of the ring, we're going to put that face down. Then I'm going to take this ball bearing, which is a 3/4 inch ball bearing. We're going to place it on top, right in that punched hole. Make sure the coin is nice and level. And adjust this camera a bit. And then we're just going to apply pressure down until we can feel the coin meet the inside of this doming block. Alright, bottomed out. And the reason you don't want to do that too quick or too hard or too fast is because you can actually mess up the details on the outside of the coin. So just take it nice and easy until you feel it touch on the inside there, and then go ahead and stop. And next, I use a 17-degree folding die to fold it just a bit more. So we'll place it in there, get our cone in it, make sure everything's nice and lined up and straight, and fold it the rest of the way. Sorry, I'm knocking into my camera here. Very nice. Alright, there we go. That's looking really good so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this cut edge with a nail filing block real quick, just to make it nice and smooth. Get rid of any cracks or microfractures that may happen while we were shaping it on the 1-ton press. Now we got that nice and smooth. I'm just going to clean it up with a polishing rag just a little bit, and then we can stretch it out on the ring stretcher. Okay, so please forgive me, I'm trying a new camera angle on this ring stretching part, and my phone's over here, so I can't see what the camera sees, but we're going to give it a try anyways. So this is what we've got so far, and what we're going to do is put the cut edge first onto the ring stretcher, push it down all the way, make sure our handle's down all the way, and we're going to start stretching this ring out until this inside edge meets the ring stretcher. We're going to rotate it like a quarter, an eighth of a way every time we stretch it. And I don't really try to push it too far every stretch. I just do a little bit to right about here. Pull it back, turn it, and just slowly work its way down. Getting there. That's about even with the ring stretcher. So here I like to, I'll check the ring size. So it's at a 9, and we need to get this to an 8.5. So we're just gonna reduce it with the 17-degree die on the one-time press here. Let's see if you can see that. Kind of. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put the wider ridge side face down. And I really need to get a washer to do this because using a quarter kind of messes it up and I have to resand it. But I use a quarter because it fits. I just place a quarter on top there. Dampen this down a couple times to make sure it's flat. Then reduce that, and then I'll reduce the cut edge as well. You can see it's just a little flared out. So we'll try and even that up. It doesn't take a lot, just a little. And from there we'll check our ring size again. Should be about an 8 now, and just over an 8, and then we'll just stretch it up slowly until it's an 8.5. A little closer. Almost there. Probably one more stretch a bit. Bingo, right at an 8.5. And from here I like to sand this cut edge one more time. So if I can find my nail file block. I just had the thing. On the ground. So we'll just sand that until it's nice and smooth. Now I'll hit it with the polishing cloth and then throw it in this jewelry cleaner and then polish it one more time. And it should be done. That looks really nice. So this helps get all that loose sandpaper off of there, and it cleans it up a bit. I really like this polishing cloth. They're pretty dang cheap. Just getting this all nice and cleaned up. Get a good look at it for you. That light is just catching it. So we're just gonna throw this in the cleaning solution, pull it out, polish it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so this has been sitting in here for about 2 minutes. We're just going to pull it out And there's always a bit more of this blue stuff on the ring that I like, so I'll just plop it right on the polishing rag so I don't get it all over myself. This thing always leaks too, so I like to keep it on the polishing rag when I open it. And here's our ring right now. And we're just gonna wipe it clean. And probably call it good. This went pretty smooth. There we go. A nice finished silver North Dakota quarter coin ring. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, y'all have a great day.